All right, today I'm here with the 2019 Ford F350 crew cab. I'm going to be tinting these two front windows in a 35% carbon film to give the customer a sleek, legal look. And I'm going to take you here step by step. On most vehicles, we do use our plotter here, but for the sake of the video, I will be hand cutting this today. This is how I learned to tint, so you definitely don't need the plotter. It does make it quite a bit quicker. Sometimes it saves a lot of film. Okay, I've got the film here. This is on a 40-inch roll, so there will be a lot of excess we can chop off. If you have like a 24-inch roll, it's a lot easier to manage. There's layer film on the window. Go ahead and tack down right in the middle. And I'm gonna go ahead and chop off this excess at the top here. Number one rule, make sure you have a fresh blade. I'm gonna start with this front edge here, so I'm gonna cut first. I'm gonna put my finger here, make sure it's flat. Got the edge flat here. You don't have to go all the way down. I'm gonna stick my blade out just a little bit. Put it up against the mirror, cut straight up. Stop it about there. And peel out. Out. Now we've got the front edge cut. We're gonna shift the film over about a half an inch or so. And there's some vinyl rubber right here, or just some rubber, not vinyl, I'm sorry. Make sure you don't cut into that. You just wanna put your knife up against it here, pointing in towards the window so you don't cut into it. Go down to about there. Again, peel out. Peel out. From here, we're gonna shift the window back about 1/4 of an inch, so it went 1/2 inch this way. So it should have about 1/4 of an inch overlap on both sides to make sure there's no light gaps when we install the film. All right, before I roll this window down, I do the Sharpie method for this bottom edge here. Since it's curved, if it was flat, I would have just lined it up so I didn't have to cut it at all. So all I'm gonna do is take my Sharpie here, stick it about here, follow this, and there. When I go to cut it, I'll just cut a little bit below that line. That way, there's no gap on the bottom. So I actually just cut this top edge, and I wasn't filming, so I'm gonna recut this top edge. I got it moved here. I'm gonna put my blade out about this much. I'm gonna start on this front edge, follow it all the way down. One swift motion. Here, we'll stick it on the pill board. We're gonna round our edges and we'll install this film. All right, now I've got the film here. You'll take something, you can use a roller. I'm gonna use this little tri-edge right here. You're gonna line it up to about here. Straight. Line this side up as close as you can. Straight. There's that. There we go. I'll show you how I do it. I bottom load. So I've popped this door panel back already. I'll give you a rundown on that. It shouldn't take just a second from there. On the F350 model, F150, F250, F350, they're all relatively the same. The new body style is a little bit easier. All you have to do on the newer one is remove this cover here. There's a 7mm screw here. Other than that, you can just roll it back. On these models, you'll have to remove this cover here. It looks like this. There's a 7mm screw here. You'll pop this cover off, you stick it in right here, pry out. It goes in just like this. And there's also one right here. It looks like this. It has a little hook on the bottom, so make sure you do not pull from the bottom. I put a hook right here, I pull out. There's 2 more 7mm screws here. There should be 5 screws total. Pull those out, like I've done here. And then pull your seal out, and you're ready to put it in. All right, we got our film over there now. I'm gonna work on cleaning this window, ready for the install. Personally, if it's not like a brand new vehicle, I usually blade the glass and scrub it. And I make sure I always wipe down my edges. For my edges, I just take my towel, get it pretty wet. I don't absolutely soak it, but I have the window all the way down here. I'll stick my fingers in the seal, wipe all the way around. Wipe the top of the door. Anything the film might touch, it's white. As I'm rolling the window up, I'm gonna go ahead, Wipe that top edge real good. I'll stop right there. I'm gonna blade the glass. It's very important if you're gonna blade the glass that it's a stainless steel blade. If not, it can scratch the glass. You can always use the door cover as well. I just make sure I wipe it very thoroughly. As far as handling the film, I'm going to peel it, top to bottom, spray it. I'm going to grab this bottom edge with my thumb, top edge, my other thumb, just a very little bit, because your hand's not 100% clean. But try to minimize it and wipe down my hands. From there, we'll just carefully place it onto the glass. We'll go front edge in first, slide her in and down. Lay that on. I'll rotate the film in. Like that. Slide your back edge in. Like this. Now making sure I'm looking at everything, make sure nothing's crinkling up. From there, you're just gonna slide it around until your edge looks good. A good squeegee at the top. Now my film is very soapy, so I'm gonna have to heat this before I can squeegee it all out, else it's just gonna move around the whole time. Let me grab a torch. I'll torch the top edge here, and then we'll finish squeegeeing it out. All right, now we're all done. Everything's nice and clean, no bubbles, no contamination, no light gaps on the bottom sides or top. This is what it should look like. It's really clean, smooth install looks like. I just gotta clean up the glass, put the other one in, and deliver it to the customer.